Hi, everyone. My name is Lori Beavers, and thanks for listening to this call today. We have my daughter Hope Beavers on the call, and we have Caitlin Bryan. His name is Coach Caitlin on the call with us too. So we're just going to talk a little bit today about pageants and how to get fit for the crown, and what you can do to just really live a healthy lifestyle. Believe it or not, 35 years ago, ta-da, I was a little pageant queen. I was Miss Rockdale County. I am an Atlanta native, born and raised here. My husband's born and raised here. We're like fourth, fifth generation Atlantans. Back in 1984, actually, I won the crown of Miss Rockdale County. And, back then, their pageants were the same, but a little bit different. The focus, I feel like back then, was a lot on being skinny. Whereas to today, I feel like it's such a better approach where the pageant girls are really focused on being healthy, which I love. So when I was in my pageant, they gave me a membership to a local gym. So I did work out and try to get healthy, but I also feel like I ended up, weeks before the pageant, starving myself, just trying to be healthier and skinnier. But as I got older and wiser, I realized that's not the way to go for sure. For the past 30 years, I've been involved in the health and nutrition industry, and specifically with a product called Juice Plus. And that product just totally changed my life. It totally changed the way I thought about food, the way I eat food, the way, like, my cravings. And Juice Plus is really just fruits and vegetables in a capsule form, and it's also in a chewable form for kids. And that really changed the way I eat. And then there's also a program that we do called the Shred 10, which is really just 10 days focusing on clean eating and shredding toxins out of your body and putting good nutrition in your body. And that, when I started doing that about 4 years ago, that totally changed my world. And it's totally a new lifestyle for me with my relationship with food. Years ago, I was a yo-yo dieter, up and down, tried every new diet that came along. But now with this Shred 10 program, it really has changed my life to where I just automatically crave healthier foods. And I know what to eat. I know what's good for me, what's not good for me. I know not to eat all those yucky processed foods that are in the grocery store today. It's just a totally different relationship with food that I love now. But my daughter, Hope, was also a pageant girl. Do you have your crown with you today, Hope?
No.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hey, everyone. I am Hope. I am 24 years old, and I live in Atlanta as well. Growing up, when I was like a baby, my parents put me in pageants, and then I kind of teeter-tottered with it for a bit while I was young and a child. And then I really got interested in it again in high school, and I guess what piqued my interest was the Miss America organization at that point. And so I was super interested in that, so I started just doing some local pageants in my area. And it was a lot of fun, and I think pageants are great because you get to learn a lot about yourself, you get to grow a lot, you meet an awesome community of people, and it's just a great place, I think, for women to grow up in. And so anyways, when I was involved in pageants, I would say I kind of had the same experience that my mom did, where I feel like it was still at this point kind of focused on girls just being like super skinny, and it didn't matter like how you got there, even if it was an unhealthy way to look that way. And so I never really was like a super skinny stick, but I would find myself sometimes, like, before I would enter pageants, I would just like not really eat as much, and I'd like be super strict and like with a forceful diet, and I didn't actually get to enjoy like life. And then afterwards I would just binge eat. And I feel like that's what a lot of people go through, is where they just diet for a period of time and then they binge. And can be very unhealthy for your body. And it also just like, it's not enjoyable to live life that way, to where you're super strict and forceful on yourself for a period of time only to enjoy something later. And so I'm super thankful now that when I came to college, I decided to take my own health into my own hands and be responsible for my life. You know, we have one life, one body to live in, and it's up to us to take care of it. And I kind of realized that my freshman year of college, and I started doing our Shred 10 program and focusing 10 days out of every month to really focus on healthy habits and shred and get rid of unwanted things in my life. So, you know, focusing on serving or foods that were serving my body well and habits, and then just getting rid of the ones that weren't serving me well. And it's really helped me adapt a healthier lifestyle. And I think that's super important, is to not just focus on health for periods of time and then binge, but to really adapt a healthier lifestyle to where you don't even think about it because it's just second nature and it's your actual natural lifestyle now. So anyways, all that to say, I think this plays a super important role in the pageant world. And since we are honored to have Mrs. Georgia United States with us here, we thought we would ask a few questions for y'all to get to know Caitlin, and just for y'all to get to hear her as she's getting ready and prepping for nationals that she will be competing in August. So, Caitlin, I am going to ask you a few questions, and you can share more about, you know, your journey and yourself as well. So let's just kick it off. First question would be, how important is health, do you think, when it comes to pageantry?
I love this question, and I love all the stories because it is so true. I love that both of you highlighted that now pageantry, the new wave is about health and less about skinny. And I just remember, you know, the pressure that I used to feel to be so skinny, because I've been involved in pageantry for over 15 years and started competing in high school and have been competing ever since. And I'm excited to compete this summer, and getting ready health-wise is a big key. As somebody who, during my journey in pageantry in high school, especially when it was so focused on being skinny, I found myself going through an eating disorder, which was the unhealthy way of getting there. And I knew that if I ever continued in pageantry, it had to be health focused. And not only to be healthy as far as your body, but to be healthy as far as in your state of mind. And the core belief, pageantry is about being an example. And I think that when you are a queen, health is something that we all need. And it's being an example to other people. And so that help to have that energy. It's not, I think that a lot of times people think that in pageants, you just want to be healthy so that if you look good in a swimsuit or look good on stage, but it's way more about that. It's about, you know, when you eat healthy, you have the energy to actually feel like doing something as a queen. You have the energy to be on stage. When you eat healthy, I am so cranky if I'm hungry. I get hangry. So it's not good if I'm a hangry queen. I'll be mean to people. So you have to be healthy because it actually makes you a better person. It makes you sweeter. It helps your skin. I mean, a beauty pageant is about beauty. And when you're eating the right fruits and vegetables, I can tell you that when I was trying to achieve it in unhealthy ways, my hair was thinning, my skin would break out because my body wasn't getting the nutrients that it needed. And so health is an important component, not just for like the fitness or swimsuit aspect or how you look on stage, but I think really the health component is so important because of how you feel. Because if you don't feel good, you can't do good. And so that's been the biggest component for me of being able to put and focus on fueling my body right and making it a lifestyle, not binging. That it's like, you know, I'm getting ready for the Mrs. United States pageant, but the thing is that I'm not starving myself. I have put whole food nutrition into my body through Juice Plus, so I crave fruits and vegetables anyway. And so when I get done with the pageant, I'm really not, I mean, I'm probably going to quit doing 2-a-day workouts, let's be real, but I'm not going to quit working out because movement's a part of who I am, and it's about those habits. Eating fruits and vegetables and flooding my body with whole food nutrition is now a habit. And that's what true health is showing the judges your true health on stage, not starving yourself, but just making health a lifestyle.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that pageants are so focused on that now. That's great. Is there, are there any things that you like particularly always do health-wise to get ready for a pageant?
Yes, so I'm glad you asked that. So I am a gluten-free vegan. So, I mean, I kind of stick to that diet, but you know what? The one thing that has been so helpful to me is there are two things that I do. First of all, I double up. So like you mentioned, Juice Plus, I double up because I am getting better thanks to Juice Plus, but I have Hashimoto's, and Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disorder. And I have the biggest fear of getting sick right before a pageant. So one of the things that I always do, because you put so much work into pageantry, and what I found before in pageants is that you wear your body down with the stress of just getting the right dress and making sure interview's right, and you're just stressed because you want to do your best. And so it wears down your immune system. And so you have to make sure that you're flooded with nutrients so you actually feel good, because it would just suck to compete. I've competed sick and it's not fun. And so I always make sure I double up on my Juice Plus, because I know that I need extra fruits and vegetables, and I want to make sure I feel great. I do the omegas and the berries as well, because they're both vegan, and I want to make sure my hair and skin look great and my nails look great. You know, it's all those components. So I double up on everything. And then I always participate in our Shred 10, which is our 10-day cleanse. And what I love about it is that I'm not starving myself. I'm just flooding my body with extra nutrients, making sure I get plenty of sleep. And those two things, and working out and making sure that I'm moving on a regular basis, have been the key things that I always do to get ready for a pageant. And I kind of, right up to a pageant, whether we're on the Shred 10 or not, I'm always doing the Shred 10. Right up to a pageant, because it's so great. And as a gluten-free vegan, I know that I can take the shakes with me. Like, I'll take a pack of my chocolate. Yes, I can have chocolate on a diet, or a diet on my health plan. I'm like, yes. But I always take my shakes with me, because I can travel with them when I go to Vegas, and I can throw them with some water. And so while I'm in rehearsals, right before interview, I'm like flooding my body with nutrients, even if my nerves won't allow me to like eat so much. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I can flood my body with the nutrients I need with those quick and easy to go packs, and I can just pack them in my carry-on and be good to go.
Absolutely. I love how, you talked about that. You've just found a way to make health really simple for your everyday lifestyle. And I'm sure, being a queen right now and having this title, it keeps you busy, and you're on the road a lot, and, speaking to people and just into your community. And then also, you're going to be traveling as well for nationals. And so I know that keeps you busy, and I'm just so happy that you found something that makes health really simple, to where you can take a healthy living lifestyle with you on the go anywhere in the world. And I think that's super important. So I loved how you talked about too, right before a pageant, you do the Shred 10. I think that's such a great way to just prepare yourself and to just get ready and feel your best, which is super important. So how important would you say, how important is a diet compared to exercise and prepping for a pageant? More like exercise versus nutrition, I guess.
Yeah, so I love that question, because over the past 5 years in my pageant journey, I've really come to grips with this. So it used to be like, okay, I'll just go kill myself in the gym. I can eat whatever I want to. It doesn't matter. And I had to really have a sit down with a nutritionist who was like, it's literally 85% of what you put in your body. Exercise is just a bonus. My father-in-law has a doctorate degree in kinesiology, which is the study of exercise and nutrition. And he said, it really is like, you can control your weight. 85% is your diet. Exercise is just a bonus. And when I got that mindset of exercise as a bonus, that's what transformed it for me. And it made me realize that my diet is 10 times more important than exercise. Now, I love to exercise. I love to do that. That's so important, especially preparing for pageantry. Like, I want abs on stage, not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to get up there and just be like, hey, how's it going? Like, exercise is important. But I realized that my diet was number one. And so when I started putting a lot more focus on the nutrients that I put in my body instead of what I do on the outside of my body, like exercise, when I combine those two, I was able to exercise less and see more results because I was doing the most important thing, which was loading my body with nutrients and controlling my diet. And as my trainer right now says, she goes, Caitlin, abs are not made in the gym. They're made in the kitchen. So I'm like, okay. So nutrients is just number one. Diet is number one.
That's great. I love that abs are made in the kitchen. That's awesome.
Yes, she drills it.
Okay, so speaking of swimsuit competition, what are some of your favorite tips that you could give to get ready for that swimsuit or fitness competition in the pageant?
Yes, I love this question. So I was really intimidated a long time to do the swimsuit competition because I was like, oh my gosh, like, here you go. But I decided, first of all, I had to get mentally prepared to just be like, okay, I'm going to get out there like Caitlin. I'm not going to starve myself. And once I hit that mindset, I was really able to enter in. And my tip would be make dieting a lifestyle as far as just having a healthy diet. When I say diet, I don't mean like, okay, you just need this many calories a day and put them into your MyFitnessPal. And for goodness sake, don't do the keto diet, okay? If you're watching this, get off the keto diet. It's awful for you, but that's just a disclaimer. Anyway, but load your body with fruits and vegetables on a continual basis. The best way you can get ready for swimsuit is swimsuit was created to be a display of who you are as a person. And we need to be people who are health conscious. So what I always do is I'm flooding my body with fruits and vegetables. I'm not that person who's like, no carbs in my life. Like, that would make me mean. But being health conscious. And I always think a detox is a good way to get going. A detox with food. If you're detoxing and not eating for multiple days at a time, you're going to actually gain weight. It's proven that it like shuts down your metabolism. It causes you to store fat. So when you're getting ready for swimsuit, I would suggest getting to the gym 3 to 4 days a week. Flooding your body with fruits and vegetables, because that is what's not only going to make you feel better, but it's going to make you prevent sickness and anything that you from pushing yourself. And then number 3, I would definitely get out there and I would detox doing something like the Shred 10, where you're able to have simple solutions and you're still flooding your body with fruits and vegetables. And then again, that mindset, you got to get your mind right to realize that everybody is made differently, and it's about being the healthiest you, not about being the healthiest. I don't need to be Hope, I don't need to be Lori, I need to be the healthiest me when I hit the stage. And that's what I found, is that when you're doing the best you can with fruits and vegetables, the food God gave us, and you're getting active 3 to 4 times a week, that's when we feel our best, and that's when we do our best in swimsuit and in other areas of competition.
Absolutely. I think that is so awesome. Such good tips for sure. Are there any last tips that you would like to share with those people that might be listening that are interested in competing in pageants or maybe currently are? Any advice, tips, and also, how they can focus on being fit for the crown as well?
Absolutely. Yes. Well, definitely contact me, Coach Caitlin, and Capture the Crown, because I can help you get ready for your next pageant and match the personality that's right for you. I would say, if you've been on the fence about doing a pageant, one of the best ways that we can grow in life is to dive in and do something we've never done before. And if there's anything that's going to make you uncomfortable as a pageant, you're literally getting out there and saying, hey, judge me. Like, you're literally asking people to judge you. So there's nothing more uncomfortable. But there's nothing more exhilarating than when you set a goal and you accomplish it. And the one thing that I love about pageantry is that it really is holistic. Not only are you growing as a person, not only are you growing in your speech and in your vocals and in your presentation skills, but you're also learning how to make health a part of your lifestyle. I can't tell you how many girls that I know who did pageantry on a whim, and they're like, hey, I'm just going to try this. But because they were getting ready for a pageant and they learned how to eat and diet and exercise correctly, then that changed their lifestyle. And so if you are thinking about a pageant, contact me, Coach Caitlin. I'll share my information with you. And also if you're interested, I mean, I can't say enough. Moms too, maybe mom, you're a Mrs. and you want to compete in the Mrs. pageant, but you have a daughter who wants to compete too. Juice Plus is for both. And your daughter could actually get it for free. Or if you want to join me, Shred 10. I mean, there's nothing that's going to help you get fit for the crown better than a diet full of whole food nutrition. Like nothing is going to help you get more fit than if whole food nutrition is not just something you do to get ready for the crown, but it's something that's a part of your lifestyle. Because what's even better is competing in pageantry and saying, I'm just already ready because this is my lifestyle. This isn't anything I have to change. And that's what I feel like once I discovered whole food nutrition and Shred 10, we do it every month. And so I literally do a 10-day detox every month. It wasn't that I had to change my diet dramatically. I just had to keep doing what I was doing. And that's what I love, like getting ready for Mrs. United States. I'm doing what I do every single month. And besides the 2-a-day workouts, okay? So like a month before, you may have to step up the workout game. But other than that, I know that I'm doing what I do all the time, which is flooding my body with whole food nutrition. And so if you're interested in finding out more about that in our Shred 10, which detoxing is always important right before you get to the stage, just for your skin and for your energy and for your body, I'd love to help get connected with you, and let's get you fit for the crown. Let's go get you a crown, girl.
Yes, all right. Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
We got to have you on today, Mrs. Georgia, United States. Yay!
Yay, thank you for having me.
For you to be competing in August in Las Vegas, and we're cheering you on. So excited. But yeah, we're excited for everybody else that's on this call too. If you are interested in going for that crown, definitely contact Coach Caitlin because she is the coach who knows how to do it for sure. And we're just excited to just be able to share what Juice Plus has done for each of us. I've been on the product for 25 years now, which is as long as the product's been around, and it's the best thing ever. Like, it's just awesome. And then pageants too, like thinking back about my pageant day when I was doing that, I think, what you hit, Caitlin, is that was one of the biggest, probably personal growth experiences in my life. It so takes you out of your comfort zone, but it's so worth it. So definitely go for it. Contact Coach Caitlin. Any last minute words, Caitlin?
No, just get out there, go get your crown, and get you some whole food nutrition, and we can help you with that. Simple solutions.
Awesome. Thank you all for joining us today. Bye.
Bye, guys.